It's time to check your money with Mike Jennings, wealth advisor with Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Mike, I understand that you did something pretty unique and used technology to do it.
I would say unique in the sense that I think it underscores the age of technology we live in today.
Well, I guess,
Um,
yeah, it's not unique, but the way you did it is different.
the way I did it was definitely a new process for me.
Uh,
So I had obviously I had to keep up and fulfill my new dad duties, and I had to get a new car to
huh.
chauffeur the baby boy around. So yeah, I bought a car. And I bought it off Carvana, which I was a little hesitant about because I obviously I've always well, always. I've only bought a car really once. And that's the car I've been driving the last 10 years. So it's been 10 years since I went through the whole process of purchasing a car. And obviously in those 10 years, I don't know how old Carvana is, but nobody I know was buying off of
So,
Carvana. So the idea of buying a whole car like off of on your phone and getting it delivered to your house like DoorDash is kind of crazy.
right.
But I can say I did it.
So back up and explain to the people what you actually did.
I bought a car. I
So
bought a
so so what I
car.
mean by that is, so for people, just I just want to get set the record straight. You didn't go to a dealership. You didn't
Mm,
test drive anything. You looked
no.
at some pictures and said, "Oh, I like that." And next thing you know, they pulling up with a car.
No, it was very detailed pictures. It had the whole like little 3D rendering. You can move the car
Wait,
around.
could you sit in
It
the car too?
they were very forward. They took pictures of all the little chips and things on the because it wasn't a new
It
car. It was
wasn't new. Okay,
2023.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
2023 was it's a very reliable model and a car that can last next 15 years if I wanted it to. Um, they took pictures of all the little things, and it wasn't many. It was like the tiniest little chips on like the bumper or something. They were very forward on it. It only had one prior owner, and they took very good care of it. And when the time came, which from literally pressing the buttons to say, yes, I want this car, to getting the car was like 3 business days. And yeah, the guy came, parked right in front of my house. He rolled it off the back of his truck and pretty much gave me the keys. And I was like, oh, all right. And I sat in it and it was even better than the picture. So
And all the paperwork was done online and
oh yeah, they're very
electronically.
yep. Yep, they were on it. They give you all of the documents over the either the app or you obviously you use the website too. You go on there, you print the documents. It's not a lot, really. You sign a couple pages and send it back to them. And they do all the back work, getting the car registered, and all you pretty much have to do, the most arduous task is just moving your or getting either new insurance or transferring your insurance to the new car, which again, relatively simple. Since we were doing that anyway, since we are now married. Um, so it was all together. It was pretty straightforward process, and I'm pretty happy with my new car, and I'm sure the baby boy will be too.
Nice, nice. Right. So again, it's a process. I mean, and they have other. You're not particularly, just so people are clear, you're not
Mhm.
advertising for this particular service. You're
Oh
basically
no.
saying this is how you did it, and that's the service you use, like other
There
services
you
that
go.
are out there. So people are real clear about that.
There
Right.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Like with anything we talk about, especially when it comes to finance, however it works for you, has to work for you. It has to be suitable for you.
Well, you
Uh,
nervous?
it,
How
um,
nervous were you?
what I wanted to get because listen, my old car, I love it. It got me where I needed to be 9 times out of 10. Um, it got me from the state to state and traveling and trips and all that stuff. But it was getting clearly getting to the end of its lifetime, and it was like, I was kind of sick of like getting in my car and turning the key and making sure and hoping that it
Or
turned on.
hoping it would turn on.
So I was like, listen, whatever Carvana is dropping off, it's going to be better than what I got right now. I can tell you
Right,
that.
right, right.
But yeah, and I can say personally for me, it was a great find, a great deal. And I am very much happy. So you see me with a cheesing down, riding down the street, it's because I'm happy. But yes, so I was going through all that. I was again been 10 years since I went through the process of buying a new car. Obviously, I helped some of my clients go through that process, but personally, it's been 10 years. So I wanted to come on and talk about what we sort of had this theme going on in our last few episodes of hidden costs and things that
Right,
people
right,
tend to
right.
not think about and some of these expenses that kind of, just slip under the mat and things like that. So I wanted to talk about that when it comes to buying or leasing a new car. So what do you say we cover that for the people out there?
Let's do it.
All right. Um, General tips, and I can talk about, what I went through as far as like even looking for a car, right? You have to understand what kind of car you want or need. So obviously coming from a sedan, I knew I wanted to get an SUV so that I can make sure that I could fit the stroller in there, fit the car seat in there, whatever I needed to do to get to and from the pediatric office to the down to the emergency room and everything like that whatever I needed to keep the baby boy comfortable. I knew that's what I wanted, right? Another thing was, am I gonna get a brand spanking new car or am I gonna get a used car?
Hmm.
And I think it's pretty general knowledge by now. Cars lose value as soon as you drive it
Drive
off
it
the
off the
lot.
lot.
Drive it off the lot, right? So in looking for the next car that I wanted to own, thinking about, listen, a model from the last 2 or 3 years, from a manufacturer that is known to make good cars that can hold value better than others, that's something to consider other than something completely new, right?
Right.
I personally use, have you heard of Car Driver, the website?
Yeah, con
Um,
driver.
Car Driver, it's a very, very comprehensive. They have, whatever sort of, if you want a car or SUV or truck, you can go on their website and they'll have a ranking top 10 cars from top 10 trucks, top 10 SUVs from 2025 to every year before that. So go on there, research, do a lot of research, right? Again, if you're going to get a pre-owned car, certified pre-owned or gently used car, um, make sure you go in there, you see, okay, what manufacturers, what make and model vehicles are known to last a long time and known to not have, a lot of
Service.
costs and things
Right.
like that we're gonna get into later on in this episode, right? Finance on the finance side, check your credit score and your budget. Obviously, you don't want the dealer, you don't want to be sitting in front of a dealer, or I guess I personally wasn't
You
sitting in
didn't
front of
do
it.
any of
But
that.
you go the traditional way, you go and sit in front of a dealer. You don't want them researching your credit before you do, right? And you don't want to fall in love with a car that you see on the lot that you can't afford. So obviously, check your credit score and make sure you understand what your budget is for this new vehicle that you're going to get. Um, shop around different dealers. Don't just, go to one place and see what they got, right? You can usually most times find a better deal or a better car than one from the very first place that you look, right? Got to sort of put a little bit of effort in as well. And it's much easier these days too. Again, this technology, every car, every dealer lot has the website and they got a bunch of pictures. They got all the Carfax and everything. Go in there, look around, right? Um, when you get to the lot, negotiate, right? The sticker price, that's just the suggested price. So, a lot of these car lots these days, especially since, what was going on with COVID and everything, a lot of these dealers are trying to they're looking to move their inventory off the lot so they can keep refreshing it and keep getting new cars and everything, in order to keep business going. Um, Payment, save for your down payment. or find a dealer with no down payment. Again, just my personal experience. I did not have to put down any payment for my new vehicle. I can just got it delivered and I can worry about the payment next month. Um, be prepared for other costs, like the dealer fees, things that you typically don't think about. You think you see the sticker price and you're like, all right, that's cool, that's it. You got to think about the dealer fees if you're buying from a dealer, registration fees, sales tax, right? A lot of people don't think about tax, right? Sales tax, right? You're purchasing something, it comes with a sales tax. Um, Compromise. The car that you can afford comfortably, it may not have everything that you want, but as long as it has everything that you need, then I'd say it's a good deal. Again, getting into, sort of our theme of hidden costs, what are some of these hidden costs of a car or some of these prolonged expenses that we typically don't think about at the time of purchase, right? I was reading this article from Bankrate, and they were mentioning a study that found that drivers spend an average of $575 per month, or 6,894, I think they rounded up, per year on these expenses. And this is and that's either whether it's a purchase or a lease. So
Mm.
this both ways, right? Um, what are some of these costs? What's the big one? I know you got it.
Well, repairs.
Repairs is a big one. Repairs is a big one. Maintenance.
Even
So
routine
ongoing.
maintenance. I was going to say routine maintenance,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So repairs and maintenance kind of roll that into one thing, right? So the average cost of maintenance and repairs for I stick to our area because we're kind of in this sort of unique zone of New York State. Um, it varies. It's somewhere around 800 to 1,400 per year. We know from our recent bombardment of snow that we've been getting, Central New York is can be expensive as it can get when it comes to
Right,
this, right?
right,
Extreme
right.
weather is one of the things,
Hmm.
unless you're somebody that's putting 20,000 miles on your car every year. Even if you are stationary, that extreme weather can bring those costs up, right? So the salt that we put on the roads can corrode the undercarriage. Snow and ice can lead to more collisions with people driving. People around here barely know how to drive anyway. So you add ice and snow, it's just a bad recipe. And snow tires are a must for a lot of people, right? So there's a lot of things that go into being able to drive and being able to be on the road safely. But I would say at bare minimum, this is the barest minimum. Make sure your brakes aren't screeching. Make sure your brake
Right,
works
right.
and stay on top of your oil changes. That's one of the biggest things. You see a lot of people driving cars that are 30, 35 years old. I can tell you one of the biggest things that they do is they make sure they get that oil change every 5,000 miles or 6 months, whatever comes first. So that's the big one. You're exactly right there, George. But the biggest one, biggest of these ongoing costs, is obviously car insurance.
Yeah,
Um, Car insurance is required by law, so this isn't an area of expenses that you're escaping. Bankrate says that car insurance in most states make up about 40% of all of these ongoing hidden costs. Um, Research reported again by Car and Driver states that Geico offers the cheapest car insurance rate for our area, Central New York, with an annual average cost of around $1,258 for full coverage, right? Which is much lower than the New York State average, which is just over 4,000, I believe. You can thank the New York City Metro for that, because
thank you. Right, right.
So what are some of the other providers? So NYCM Insurance, 1,400, Progressive 1,450, State Farm 1,550, Allstate. Allstate actually came in as the most expensive for our area for some
For
reason.
basic coverage, I mean, it depends on the coverage too, right? Because
Exact. So that's premiums are influenced by your coverage options, your driving
deductibles.
history, your credit score. By the way, You can pay, I think, like $25 for an online defensive driver course. That can save you 10% on your insurance right as soon as you finish. Um, and zip code, actually, zip code is also one that insurers look at, right? Are you in an area where, yeah, are you in a more wealthy area, a more well-off area? Are you in an area where more car jackings and car thefts happen? That those are some of the things that can increase your
Yeah,
premium.
zip
But
code will make a difference.
zip code will make a difference. So car insurance, maintenance and repair, and of course gas, right? I mean, you don't think about that as a hidden cost, but obviously when you buy a car, you got to expect that you got to be able to put gas in it. If you wanted to move it, you got to put gas in it. So I mean, unless you again like unless you tend to put mileage on your car faster than most, you can expect to pay around the average in the US for gas, which is 137 per month. Again, that's from Bankrate, which also is 1650,
Mm.
$1,650 per year. Gas prices, I'm not going to stick on this one too much because gas prices they fluctuate more than any other of these costs. But there are still some tips that you can use to stay on the lower end of things, right? So gas finding apps. Have you heard of Gas Buddy, George?
Yes, I do. I have it on my. I have the app.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I don't know if you know this. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. So one of the things that I guess a personality type of a gamer is like being a completionist. So like getting like awarded certain things. It's like that reward system part of your brain. It's like I do something, I get a reward, right? Um, Gas Buddy is a cool app, and you get like points for like reporting gas at the station. So while you're sitting there putting the gas in,
You
I'm
gotta
sitting
let
there
them
typing.
know.
I'm
I
like,
never
listen,
do it. I never do that.
no, it's something. It's something, but it's a great app. It gives you a map of all the different gas stations. It shows you what the gas is currently or as reported by other people. It's sort of like Waze, how Waze works, where people report things and it comes up on the map. The Gas Buddy is just for gas stations. So if you're looking to find the cheapest station, you can use that.
I got an
Um,
app for you, but keep going.
uh,
Just while we're talking about
certain
apps. Yeah.
certain credit cards and things like that have different bonuses when you cash back deals when you use
Hmm.
it for gas. Obviously, store discounts. Don't be afraid to sign up for. I
Hmm.
know you're probably tired of the 1,001 emails, but listen, if you go to a gas station, then that's your gas station. If they have a reward system, sign up for it. Sign up for it. Put your phone number in, and start getting points. Wholesale stores. Again, I talk about the Costco. Talk about the Costco. So obviously, if you get to sort of juxtapose that next to your other errands. So if you go out and you go to Costco and you filling up on your groceries, you fill in the fridge, go ahead, go right across the street or right across the parking lot and get you some gas too at a much lower price than you would anywhere else. So again, I mean, like with many other things, buying and leasing a new vehicle it's exciting. But you always have to remember to research what you're getting into, especially with a major purchase, like purchasing a vehicle or getting into a lease before diving headfirst.
Well,
Um,
I remember I told you I had
oh
an
yes,
app
I'm
for you.
sorry, I'm sorry.
This one is called iExit. Now, iExit is it tells you what the closest food or gas stations
On
are
the
in your,
interstate,
yeah, like on the road that you're on. So
on the
let's say,
road, yeah.
oh, I'm looking for whatever it is. It'll tell you how close that gas station is or
Oh,
how,
that's good.
right. So it's
That's
like
good.
Gas Buddy tells you the cheapest price. You can find this will tell you where the gas is, and then you can go in the Gas Buddy and say, but but then it'll give you directions. It's called iExit. So for people, I don't know, that's
Oh,
just
that's good. I gotta
it's
check that out. Usually when I'm on the road trips and I'm trying to navigate, I look over at the gas meter. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some gas. And I gotta wait for those blue signs to tell you what's coming up.
right,
I
right.
usually I go into the Google Maps and add a stop and try to see what's there. But I mean that sounds like a good app for
iExit
that
is a
too.
good one to have.
I
Yeah.
exit and gas buddy, right?
Like let's say somebody's looking for Chipotle, or somebody's looking for, their favorite fast food place. This is
I can
how.
I can guarantee you I am not looking for Chipotle on an extended road trip.
Thank you very much. All right, but
Yes, again, major purchases, make sure you plan ahead. They can be daunting, but again, with proper guidance and a plan, you will definitely be able to manage. And of course, if you need help, you can reach out to your friendly neighborhood advisor. That is me, Michael Jennings, at 315-748-5540. Again, that's 315-748-5540. Or you can send me an email at michael.jennings@brackensfsn.com.
Mike Jennings is the wealth advisor with Brackens Financial Solutions Network LLC and the registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. He is your friendly neighborhood advisor.